RGC was representing the commercial private money aspect. So we got a few leads. One of them, as I mentioned, was a powerhouse in the area. He's well respected and well known. His name is Luis Chavez. He specializes in foreclosure, commercial foreclosures. And not just here in California, but nationwide. He's built up an impressive team of individuals that he trains, he mentors, and he has another organization as well, a nonprofit, where he does a lot of work at Skid Row and help the children, those are less fortunate, and a lot of other things. You know, he's a good man all the way around. But I had the pleasure of meeting him and his wife. He knew of us, we knew of him, but now we're working together. He just sent me 2 deals. One for 3.7 million, another one for 7.1 million. So having these events and attending these events where you're just about the only private money or commercial lender representing the group of realtors that specialize in residential, you're going to stand out. People are going to listen to what you have to say. And that's what I want to talk about today. This works. We're going to talk about the top 10 strategies that are proven, right? And it only works. I guess I should start recording now, Ivan. Ivan didn't remind me. Got to remind me to record.
Okay, I'm recording.
Okay, you're recording. Good. Thank you for that. So it's important that we advertise. You are self-employed. We are self-employed. We get paid based on success. If you do your job right, you follow the rules of the road, pursue, follow through, right? Then you would have earned your fee for service at the end of the transaction. So you got to advertise. It reminds me of a story. There was this one guy, he owned a company, right? But he was so frugal, he didn't want to advertise. He didn't want to advertise in the local newspaper about his business. He didn't want to do promotional flyers. He didn't want to advertise on the bench post. He didn't want to go to any events because it takes him away from his business that he was operating. And he just didn't want to advertise postcards. He didn't want to invest in cards. If anybody knew who he was good with his local community, just walking by knowing that his business was there. But guess what? After a year or two, his business was going down. He eventually had to sell the place. And that's the only time he paid somebody to advertise was for somebody to list his property to sell his business. What a shame. And then that's so true with us. We have a lot of people in our business that are exiting out of the business, right? That they're not, for whatever reason, they're not cutting it because they're not advertising. It's very prevalent in this day of society. We have to advertise who we are and what we do. Don't be a shy agent. Make yourself known. And it's very important that you attend events, join organizations, let people know who you are and what you do wherever you go, because you are self-employed. You run and operate your own business. Why wouldn't you invest the time in growing your platform? So I want to share what works for us. Can you guys see my screen? Yes. Someone say yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Thank you. So, all right, top 10
Yes.
strategies for sourcing commercial loan opportunities. Should have cast it on the board. Let's see.
Okay.
Current client base. Everybody knows somebody. Everybody knows that you've done business in the past. It's prevalent for you to go out and reestablish your client base and let them know, hey, in the past I was doing residential, I was doing real estate, but now we have another source that perhaps we can help you with, and that is through commercial or private lending. So if you go out there and tell your client base, your existing database here on your phone, once again, this is where the money's at on your phone, let your friends and family know they're your first and immediate source of referring you business to others, right? Oftentimes, like in my family, I got a big family. For years, I had my uncle still think I sell real estate, which I can and I do and I have, but my main focus is lending. I'm a commercial private money lender. I go to the family meetings, hey, how many houses did you sell this month? Uncle. I can't sell, but I don't sell. I'm a real estate lender. So I correct them. I'm always passing out my cards at the family events, or I leave my business card on the refrigerator. next to the magnet. So they'll know I was there. And wherever I go, whoever I visit, I make sure I'm old school. I still pass out cards. I let them know who I am and what I do, especially when I go to an event, when I go to the restaurant, when I go get my car fixed, when I go take my clothes to the dry cleaners. I'm sure to leave my business card there. And sometimes for my clients that own businesses, I ask, hey, do you think I can leave some flyers here, my business cards, with a little stand where you can put the cards and your flyers in? They say yes most of the time, and I leave my flyers there. And sometimes they'll call me and say, hey, Victor, you're running low on flyers. I'll go out there, repopulate them. And guess what? It's free and it works. If you invest 10, 20, $30 on flyers, and ask your clients that own businesses if you can do that, advertise your business at their place. They may say yes, they may say no. But if they say yes, that's free money right there, because I've closed 1 or 2 deals just by my flyers, just by my cards being dropped off. It doesn't cost you anything. So look in your own database of clients. If you keep your loan folders or your applications, look for business owners. Let clients know, let me send you some new products. Here's what we are. Here's what we're doing. We're doing commercial private money. Maybe you're looking to buy, maybe you're looking to fix or flip. Maybe you're looking to acquire a property, or whatever the case or the reason is, establishing that contact, letting them know that we have a proven platform of 5 property types that we like to entertain, 5 loan programs as well. We can help you grow your business. Existing market channels, right? The word commercial to old branding and outsourcing materials. Wherever I go on my business cards, it clearly states what I do, and my marketing and my website. It clearly states who we are, what we do. My signature on the email does, and my signage all over the place clearly states who we are, what we do. You are who you market. People know who you are by the way you brand yourself. Yesterday, I brand myself in RGC as the premier commercial private money lenders in the area. Some people knew about us, some others didn't. Others, when I passed on my card, oh, I'm going to give you a call. Oh, I got a deal for you. I got something. Oh, I need your information. I need people like you. This is the type of connections that you make when you go to these type of networking events. So every month, you should be filling your calendar up with social network events, business meetups, if you will, and anything that the local board of realtors may have, you should be present, not just to educate yourself for whatever the topic and theme is, but also so you can stand out from that group, that crowd, letting them know that you are a commercial private money lender. And when you do that, I'm telling you guys, people will gravitate towards you. They're going to want to question you. They're going to have questions, and they may have some deals for you right on the spot. Like yesterday, I got 2 big deals from a big commercial real estate agent in the area, and his assistant called me this morning and says, "Hey, Mr. Chavez would like to collaborate with you on further training." So that's a big plus. Not only am I getting with Louis Chavez inside his office with one-on-one, but I'm going to get inside his office and be able to educate his agents. So that's just going to be more and more business coming in. Professional networking. How do we do that, right? There's a lot of individuals out there that own their own businesses, they're entrepreneurs, they're investors. It's good that you get in front of their face and let them know who you are. You should have a list every day of 10 people I'm going to call, 10 people, 10 new people, 10 new businesses, right? You may not be able to reach each and every one of them, but if you land one and let them know who you are, you should be able to land that opportunity. And these wherever you're at in the main street, on a busy street, there's businesses, there's restaurants, there's nail salons, there's tax consultants, there's retail stores, doctors, lawyers, all types of office buildings out there. You should be servicing that area where you work, right? It'll be a shame that somebody comes into your backyard where you work or where you live, and they got a listing, they got a loan that represents something you could have done only if you would have planted seed in your neighborhood. So it's much like farming. We all know that real estate agents farm a certain market, a residential area. I know who my real estate agent is in my area and my neighborhood, because each and every season, whether it's summer, whether it's Independence Day, whether it's New Year's or anything, they're always sending out publications. They're always sending out a postcard of properties they recently sold or listed, or they're sending educational material. Are we doing the same thing? Do you have a market, an area that you're servicing where you're always publicizing yourself and who you are, what you do? And if you're not, I encourage you should start doing so. I want to see everybody here successful when it comes to growing their business, their commercial and private money platform. Because if you're not doing that, someone else is, and someone else is capturing that market. And those who advertise consistently will get the benefit of generating new business, making new connections, and earning a greater compensation than others. So I encourage you to start finding network organizations, joining community commerce clubs out there that are in your local city, finding other networking events where other professionals and investors, entrepreneurs are networking. If you seek, you shall find. There are commercial groups, especially that get together. Let's say the City of Commerce, City of Industry, Vernon, Santa Fe Springs, all these big cities local to us, Carson, all they host is business individuals. And it's a city of industry, it's a city of commerce, it's a city of mainly business, where there's limited residential people there, but mainly business orientated. So find those cities, join the Chamber of Commerce there, and go to the events. They're always around. I think someone was trying to join. Let's see. Oh, we got more. Good. Welcome everybody. Okay, number 3, professional networking. I think we went over that. The real estate sales professionals. Real estate sales professionals are your key individuals. They're soldiers out in the field when it comes to seeking new opportunities, new business for them and for yourselves, right? So if you part up a top producer that's in residential, they often have sources where they have businesses, they have individuals who own vast amount of real estate, a portfolio of properties, people that have a 1 or 2 pages of schedule of real estate owned, right? You can work in concert with them and let them know that you can become their commercial specialist. You can become their commercial private money lender, because not everyone will qualify for a conventional type of loan. And what I like about the commercial side, people who own businesses, not everybody reports everything on their income taxes. Our platforms are for those individuals who shelter their income, who don't show everything on their income taxes. They write off everything, but they have a lot of money in the bank, or they have a lot of assets, but very little income to produce. Those are your clientele. And guess who has those contacts? It's the local realtors in your area. So please connect yourself. You should be calling at least 10 realtors a day, 10 businesses a day. Market your neighborhood. And if you do that consistently on a regular basis, believe me, you're going to see the results. You're going to see the productivity of your commercial private money increasing, and the funding will speak for itself. I want everybody here to be successful. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've done it for you, and it works only if you put the time and invest in yourself. So I encourage you and I challenge each and every one of you to invest in yourself, your family, for your future, utilizing our proven platform. It's always growing, we're always expanding, and we're finding new ways to generate income and bringing new products to you. But all that doesn't matter unless you're out there on the front lines telling people who you are and what you do. Title companies, great source of business. I've done postcards. Postcards give you little return on your investment, but all you need is one, right? It's a numbers game. And what I do with title companies, write it down, guys. Take some notes. I'm going to give you 5 tips right now on title companies, what to do. In your geographic area that you're servicing, that you're working on, ask your local title company to give you, within a 5 to 10, even 25-mile radius, all the properties, whether it's commercial or residential, for loans that are about to mature. One thing about commercial loans is that we lend for on private money 1 to 2 years. If you're doing a conventional commercial transaction, then your fixed rate's going to be for 3 to 5 years. You don't get 30-year fixes. Very rare that you do. We have that product, but most conventional full doc lenders, SBA, they only fix for a short period of time. And what happens after that? Of course, it goes to an adjustable. At that point, the borrower, the sponsor, is looking to refinance. So if you go to the title company and ask them, let me have within a 10-mile radius from my city of Pico Rivera or Downey, I want all the commercial loans that closed within the last 5 years, right? And find out when those loans are about to reset. If you're there in front of that client, when their loan's about to mature, when it's about to change from fixed to an adjustable, there's a good possibility you're going to get their attention, because now you're there at the right time, at the right place, where you can capture that fixed rate going into an adjustable, and they're going to want to talk to you. They're going to want to refix their rate again. They're going to want to consider other options on financing once again. Nobody wants to go in an adjustable at this time. And for those who own private money loans, call the title company, tell them within a 5-10 mile radius, you want all the private loans that closed 2 years ago, because now the prepays have expired, right? Usually it prepays from 3 to 6 months, even a year, right? So you want to get those clients and maybe get the labels, maybe door knock, maybe drop them a letter or a card, whatever you want to do. But make sure you get their attention and let them know that you have an exit strategy out of that private money loan. Maybe we can put them into our state income program, get them a 30-year fix, right? Maybe they need help with correcting the credit. Well, who knows? Maybe it's an opportunity for them to sell a list of property. But you won't capture that business unless you're actively pursuing them. So this is where the title companies come, right? And of course, it's foreclosures, properties that are tax default. When people are tax default, they got to pay their taxes. It's a good time to refinance, but you got to capture that list. So call your title companies, ask for the selected properties you're looking for, ask for the geographic location, and ask for that certain timeline. And I'm sure you'll capture something if you actively pursue. If you just hit that client one time, well, you may not get that business. But if you're actively sending out postcards, reminders, letters, even dropping by, it's on your way to work, on the way to the office, or wherever it's on your way to wherever you're going, you can make it a point to door knock that person. I have, and it works. Business organizations and publications, right? Newspaper, that's the old-fashioned way. But find a local newsletter out there. A lot of them are electronically online now, right? And see if you can join an organization. I know Facebook has organizations where you can join a local investment group, local realtor groups, people who specialize in multifamily, people who specialize in mixed use, or whatever the case is, join the organization. It's free, right? And it's easy to do. And it's also easy not to do. You just ignore it, don't do it. But I suggest if you do, guess what? People will start eyeing you. You get direct messages, or you'll get a publication out there that says, hey, I'm looking for a loan that can do this and do that. You're competing with others, but at least now you're in the game. Some of our agents are not even out there when we should be. You've got a product. You got the proven ability to close and fund these deals. We're bringing the money to you. All you got to do is attract that business and get it in. And how do you do that? By advertising. Join a local organization. Find a place where you can publicize your services and what you do, the type of loans. And guess what? With this day and age, you've got technology that work for you. I incorporate AI into our services. My number one agent is not on this line right now. Well, I should say it is. Yes, it's being recorded. It's my website. Ivan and I and Rachika and various others, we build up the website so business comes in all the time. And every day I get a new lead. Every day I get opportunities through phone calls, through online people filling out our forms, and I get leads and I give them out to you guys. Some we keep in-house, some we give out. But every day we get leads. How would you like to get a lead every day? 30 leads a month or more. We do. So how do we do that? By publicizing, by advertising, by joining these groups, organization, making ourselves known. We do the postcards, we do the mail outs, we do the phone calls every now and then. I don't have time for that individually, but I'm telling you, it works. Plant seed, you have a good harvest. What happens if you don't plant a seed? You're not going to have a good harvest. You're not going to eat. You're not going to be able to feed your family. But if you have a bountiful harvest, but it's because you planted a lot of good seed in marketing, you have enough to feed your family and to feed others as well. And that's what we do at RGC. We sponsor other organizations through our nonprofit. And I do that because I'm able to give back upon receiving. So I encourage you to be at that place where you can have an abundance to provide for others and do more. And guess what? The blessings keep on coming. But first, we got to take care of you. How do we do that? By marketing yourself. Grassroots outreach. I call that shoe leather marketing, right? Back in the old days, I still got people that like to walk the street, pass out a card, meet the people and greet and shake a hand or two. And then nothing wrong with that. So yes, with your penny loafers. So direct flyer hand in hand. You got people out there still like that, being on the phone, doing a one-on-one on Zoom, or just doing on social media marketing is great, but cover all bases. Your neighbor should know who you are, what you do. Imagine if you had a neighbor next to you in this business and they list with somebody else, and you didn't get that listing or you didn't get that representation when it comes to commercial, and they went somewhere else. Shame on you. You got to protect your backyard. You got to make sure that no one else is invading your neighborhood when you specialize in commercial and private money lending. When you can do a construction loan and someone else did it right next door to you. That's a shame. It's a slap in the hand for you because you didn't protect your backyard. So first thing I do, I let everybody know who I am and what I do. I'm not shy. In my neighborhood, I don't know if Ignacio's on the line, but I'll tell you, Ignacio, he services an area in La Puente. It's a condominium complex, about 42 units there. He's one of the top producers in that complex. I think in the last 2 years or less, he's had like 5 interactions, 5 listings. And I happen to say that because I had to find one of his listings in that complex. And over and over, he's okay, he's on the line. Yes. Tell us about that, Ignacio. How many interactions have you had in that complex?
I've had 5 interactions. I've had 10 listing appointments, and so I'm at 50% a hit ratio. What I've been doing is I was going door to door, putting floors on the garage doors, because with condominium complexes with attached garages, people go through the back door, not through the front door. And so I learned that, and I was able to go ahead and increase the amount of people that I was touching. So with that and through that, I've been able to go ahead and close 5. There's 40 units in there, and I've closed 5 of them.
So, there you go. And I'm a buyer. I bought one. I live there now because of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It works.
And I have you on my referral list.
There you go. I want a referral fee too. Anyways, thanks for sharing, Ignacio. I have another person on the line that I wish to bring her up. She is out on her way to Palm Springs to a business network event, and she's going to stay there over the weekend and have a good time as well deserved. Pascal, tell us about your outing that you're going to, and elaborate too on the last BMO event that you hosted as well.
Oh, hello. The event he's talking about is Coachella. Just kidding. No, I am going to Coachella, but I am also have these networking events that are going there. It's like for like young businesswoman event that I'm going to. And from there I'm going to make new contacts and talk to them about what I do. And it's a very mixed type of business. So I'm excited for that one. The other one is more of a laid back setting where it's like a pool event, but they it's a lot of new business ideas, new fix and flip people that are doing stuff out there in that area. So I'm excited for that one since I wanted to get into the desert. So we'll see how that, and then there's going to be like a yoga thing, which is also another great part of this pool party. So that's that. And then I don't know what other event. Oh, I've just been going to events around here in West LA. I went to one. It was just a greeting event where they had wine and food, and it was for an finance company called F2, And yeah, I got to meet a lot of people. I was listening, but I was also sending them a deal right now and talking to them on the phone. So just a lot of creative events that I'm trying to do instead of just in the office setting. Um, just because I also want to have fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's fun
Um,
when you go to these events. Yes, you meet a lot of interesting people, have some food, and for those who like to drink, you can have drink. Usually they have alcohol after hours or something.
oh yeah, and the other thing that I've realized is when you meet these investors or people at these events and you're just chatting it up, when you email them and you talk to them and you give them a call, it just makes such a better like they just remember you and they're like, "Oh, I remember her. Let me get to her email and see what I can do." So I really highly suggest meeting the people you're emailing um at the events because it really brings just like, when you were in college and you talk to the professor and now they can know your face. That's one of the things that I've noticed is when you get to know someone on a personal level, it just makes working with them much better.
True, true. It does. It does. There's a greater interaction. There's a greater connectivity there. So here again, I encourage you guys to find local venues, events, networking, business meetups, and enjoying. Let's continue. Thank you for that, Pascal and Ignacio. Grassroots. Okay, next one, traditional advertising. Printed as local radio and less expensive type of marketing. Internet marketing's big. So with AI, it's coming in. It's already here. For those who use it, great. You're going to be part of the next technology wave. And those who don't use it, well, you're going to be left out. Plain and simple. So find a way, understand, learn, connect with somebody. But it's part of the next wave of how we interact, how we do business. I remember when we started off at MySpace and then Facebook, and look where we're at now, social media, Instagram, and now AI is going to take us to that next level. So we got to get that MySpace mentality out of the way, and let's jump on board this wave. And those who do will see the benefits, and those who don't will be X'd out. It's unfortunate but true. Either you evolve or you dissolve. Yeah, can't be a dinosaur. Now, I don't know everything, but I have a lot of people around me who know more than me. So I use their knowledge, their expertise to help elevate our company, and I share that with you. So here again, traditional advertising pays off. Whether you want to part with somebody on the radio, do podcast, I encourage you to do that. Always support the company. We support you, and we want to be part of anything you're doing to help you grow your business. So that's important as well. Um, Newspaper. I have one person in Texas sending out putting a small insert in the newspaper, and guess what? He's getting business. He's got a business from a doctor, so it works. Alliances build up. I want to know who are the top producers in my area, right? And guess what? I brought them to you. If you go on the back end website, I've got 500 top producers in LA County, all surrounding counties in Southern and Northern California. So call these people, let them know, hey, I want to build a relationship with you. If you don't have a commercial private money lender, if you do already, consider me as a backup. But if you don't, let's work together to see how we can grow each other's business. If you don't ask, you don't receive. So get out there and ask and see how you can align yourself with some of these local real estate agents, and even go into their offices and do a presentation. If you don't do that, someone else will. But once you get in front of the audience, instead of the one, you get in front of the many, there's a greater possibility that someone's going to raise up their hand and ask you a question. Someone's going to present your deal. Someone's going to give you an opportunity, and someone may want to network with you at the same time, right? There's a lot of people, when it comes to commercial private money lending, they're afraid, right? Fear, because they don't know. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to get started. They don't know how to interact with another investor. They might say the wrong thing. They might lose their opportunity. But if they partner with someone like you, who's a professional, whose company RGC specializes in the commercial and private money lending arena, then they have a better possibility of growing their business, and you can be part of that growth. You can work together. So create that mutual beneficial partnership with a local realtor who's interested in breaking in commercial real estate or doing private money lending as an alternative source of income for whatever they're doing now. All right. You're not taking away, you're adding to their ability to generate more income for them and their family. So if you help someone else grow their business, guess what? You get blessed as well. You grow your business at the same time because we grow together. And that's what we do here at RGC Capital. We rise by lifting up others. That's my motto, and I'm sticking to it. Local banks, BMO Bank. I said earlier that we did a presentation. We trained a couple of realtors, 50 of them, on our ways of doing business, how they can generate income utilizing our proven platform. And I went to a local bank, BMO. All right, so there's numerous banks out there. Banks cannot do everything. They turn down maybe 75 to 50% of the business that they get because for whatever reason you don't qualify. If you walk on water financially, go to the bank. A bank is for people who have money that don't need money. But most of the people we know, they need money. They don't have it. So banks turn them down. Find your local conventional bank consultant. Let them know for whatever deals don't work out, they can line them up with you. Even like Chase, I met two private capital Chase what do they call it? Advisors, right? So they have high net worth client profiles. They represent people that have more than $1 million. And those are the people that you want to get to know. In my group of people that I attend, I attend to men's business ministry, men's business network. Matter of fact, tomorrow, Friday, 8 o'clock, I have a business network to attend to. And it's going to be a breakfast meeting surrounded by other like-minded individuals who are business owners, right? And they have to be a men of faith. But in doing so, when I go to these organizations, I stand out because not a lot of people doing what I do, and we always exchange. And guess what? Because of my time invested there, I get deals, I get benefit, I get investors. Some of them are investing within this company to lend out to others. So I've got investors from this group. I've got deals from this group. So it works, guys, but you got to get in, all right? And here's another one. If those who go to church, if you do a church loan, guess what? You close a church loan, now the whole congregation becomes your source of business as well. So it works. I've done that too. So get in there, go golfing, do something, get out of the house, go knock on the door, advertise, don't be shy, let people know who you are, what you do, and bring in that business. Make it a point every day, whether you're cold calling, whether you're reaching out, social media, emails, but you got to be doing at least a minimum of 10 of everything. 10 of marketing, 10 of social media, 10 of door knocking, 10 of phone calls, whatever it takes. Join an organization, find what events are out there, join the Chamber of Commerce. They have their own events, be present, be known, and you're going to get that recognition, you're going to get that business. Yes? Can't hear you. Somebody say yes.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. All right, I try to keep this down to 30 minutes. That's my 30 minutes right there. I'm gonna leave it open to questions. Has anybody else been to an event where you've had success?
I have. Good morning, everyone, or at this point, good afternoon. The construction loan that I submitted recently is the direct result from an event that I went to. And it's actually a good resource. If anybody is familiar with Eventbrite, I go through Eventbrite and I look for business networking with an emphasis on real estate, commercial, private money, or investors. And this particular event, it was like, I don't know, $15, but it's really inexpensive based on what you're getting and the crowds that you're getting into. The venue was the City Club at downtown LA. There were a lot of different industries there. I was able to meet 2 real estate agents. I met an investor, and I met the gentleman that's looking for this construction loan in Pacific Palisades. And so I finally got a call back from him, and it's working really good. And then this past Saturday, I had joined another networking group in the Inglewood area. They usually meet once a month in Inglewood at a cigar lounge. And this past Saturday, for their first Saturday, they brought all of the attendees to a project that they're currently working on, which also opened the door to other investors or fix and flippers that needed financing. So I made 2 contacts there. So Eventbrite is a reasonable avenue if you're looking for venues and events as well.
Thank you for sharing that. That is wonderful. Sandra, tell us about that. I already know the number, but what is that loan amount figure for the construction?
It's 4 million.
There you go. 4 million.
Yeah, 4 million.
2 points on 4 million is what?
Ooh, that's
200,000.
Someone's getting their salary on one transaction because of a $15 investment into this Eventbrite. You know, there's many others out there. There's Alignable. It's another source, but there's so many much more out there. Get involved.
Yeah, I'm also on Alignable. So
There you
I'm
go.
on a few different ones, but these are the ones that have yielded some actual feedback and some actual interactions outside of initially meeting the people. So give it a try, you guys. I mean, the only thing you'll do is meet somebody new.
There you go. It's a proven testimony. We heard 3 proven testimonies. Anybody else have a story to share as well? Good. So I expect the next meeting that we have, you're going to share some new stories because you're going to do at least one of the 10 things I told you to do. I've got 3 people doing it. I want to see the rest of the group do it as well. Plant some seed, have a good harvest, and give me a call and I'll write your check. All right, guys, if there's any more questions, we got another minute. Okay, no questions. Let's have a productive day. Let's have a blessed day. Get back to work. I'm here. If you have any questions, I'm here to be of service to help you grow your business. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
That concludes today's session.
Thank you so
God
much,
bless.
Victor.
Bye.